Welcome to the show where we start with hello, we say hi, we say hi, we say hi. Hey, and welcome back to another episode of Phive, 15, or 50 Minutes with Phedre. So it has been a minute and a half since I've done another one of these videos, and I really miss doing it. I really miss sharing my thoughts and communicating them through speech. Yeah. And this is coming on the heels of having done a workshop yesterday, Saturday, 24th of October. Happy birthday to Alexandra Ayoub, old friend from school, and happy birthday to Drake. Having done that yesterday and being the facilitator of the workshop and the workshop being the sharing of my ideas, I really enjoyed just being back in that space and So, and also now that I'm done with the workshop, I have more time to focus on this shit. So anyway, what I wanted to talk about today was balanced relationships and cheerleaders. So I'm speaking from my perspective here, as I think is the safest thing to do, because I am someone who is I'm a natural born cheerleader. I'm a natural born cheerleader. I'm super enthusiastic and I'm extremely supportive and complimentary. I just feel compelled. I feel compelled to tell people how great they are because I read people very well and I read people very strongly, and the more, I've been doing this since I was a kid, and the older I've become and the older I become, and the older I get, the more people I just kind of like read that way and compliment, and the more I realize that I'm also reading things into people that they don't see. And the more I realized that as I was growing up, just the more I appreciated even more. Giving compliments to people and just cheerleading people, just really making people realize that they are so full of potential and that they can. Because it's something that I love when people give me that. I appreciate it so much, and I really, really appreciate having the capacity to give that. Okay, so that's pretty much like me, where I'm at. And it's no different with pretty much any person that I have a relationship with. I'm vocal about my appreciation for the things that you do. And so if, for instance, I have people on social media and I'm following them, which is what I mean by I have them, which obviously you know, lol. I was just thinking of Trevor Noah. He's another reason why I'm like, I want to get back into this, because I've been watching him for like the past couple of days and like, oh my god, I just appreciate. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, if I have you on social media, I'm going to, and I see you post shit. The thing with me is I will never follow you. The only reason I will ever follow you is because I'm interested in your developments. I will never follow someone I don't give a shit about. Meaning that I will never follow you and then not engage with the things that you post. Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. I can't understand how you follow someone and then you don't like their shit and you don't comment, or every now and then, it's like, what's the point? That's how I be, because of the way that I am. It's like, bitch, I'm gonna cheerlead you, congratulations, because the way that I also see it, because it's true. On social media, we post ourselves, we post our lives, we post what we think, we post who we are and how we understand the world, That's, as petty as it seems. And because it is, but it actually isn't when you really think about the truth of it, because social media is becoming more and more a part of our lives. So it's not just as shallow as, it's just social media. Well, social media is what we consume all the time. So anyway, what I'm saying is, having the appreciation for your sharing of who you are obviously means a lot to a person, you know? It means a lot to a person to have someone appreciate anything that they've shared of who they are. We all want to be appreciated. We all want to be loved. We all want to be supported. We all want to be celebrated in whatever form that is, okay? Some people's like, well, I want to be celebrated in silence. I want to be left alone, whatever. But we all want that. And there is that meaning tied to the engagement with shit. There certainly is with me. So just remembering that this is my perspective. So, yeah. So that being said, the people that I have on social media, for instance, if I follow someone that I don't know, I don't really have an expectation of this person to, you know, engage with my shit, because I don't know you and you don't know me and you probably don't follow me either, so I don't care. If I'm following someone if someone that I do know follows me, then I'm concerned that you are not engaging with my shit. When there's no doubt that I am engaging in yours. There's absolutely no doubt that I'm engaging in yours. So I'm just at a certain point where I, particularly in relation to my friends, people who are not just like, okay, because I can have someone who's a little bit further away from me in my life on social media, in which case, okay, you were like my lecturer, I don't really have an expectation of you, you know. Yeah, and even then saying, you know, expectation, but you know, fuck it. There's a part of me that feels like we're friends. This is with my friends now. With my friends, I feel that, yeah, I support you, you support me. This is what friendship is. Because I personally, ultimately, don't see the purpose of being friends with someone I don't support, and being friends with someone who don't make me feel supported. So, it's been quite a journey it's been 7 minutes, okay. It's been quite a journey of discovering just like the different ways that people behave on social media. And I've gone through a lot of like, oh my god, what the fuck, just like crying and like, I don't understand my friends, like why are they like blah 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 blah. There's a lot of shit, a lot of drama, a lot of lol. But I mean, not even but. I've been studying, like, yeah, I've just been studying the way that people behave and the way that my friends behave, because essentially I'm in a situation, my true situation with the people that I consider friends and the people that are essentially now, I feel, you know, maintaining an imbalanced relationship with me in regards to the amount of support and, you know, yeah, the support given to them. For me, I am in a situation where I have a certain amount of friends and people that I would really only consider friends and have, you know, a positive relationship with, and at least a positive rapport in person. We've always had like not just positive, but like, you know, like, I mean positive, but like, yeah, good, you know, like, yeah, we're good. But these very same people don't really, they don't support my efforts that I do. And when I also mean efforts, I also mean my professional efforts, because most of these friends of mine, we're all performers. We're performers, we are all working towards that area, and, you know, social media is a wonderful place for us to spread who we are and our faces and our names and all that shit. So, it's interesting how now social media also now becomes a space of competition. At least it feels this way. Where you just don't want to give, or yeah, you don't want to give. You don't want to tell someone like, hey, no, I like that, because it's strange, because as I said, I've been reading the different ways that my friends have been behaving on social media, and I see them who are also friends with my other friends, and I see them engaging with their stuff and liking and commenting, and I'm just like, I don't understand, because other people are responding to my stuff, but you guys are my friends, so I don't understand. Why are you even following me? But okay, you have your reasons, you have your blah blah blah. And ultimately it's now just come to a point where I'm like, okay, like, I mean, I've been going through this internal debate of like, what the fuck? I just like, what, like, and I've made a decision. I've come to a decision where I just want to bring balance back to my relationship to people, because it doesn't feel great to be very supportive to someone who doesn't return that to you when we are good. It feels shitty. So in as much as I respect and appreciate everything you're doing and you're trying to do for yourself, we are supposed to have a relationship that is completely imbalanced, because I'm giving something that you do receive. You're receiving what I'm giving, meaning that you have an awareness of the fact that I'm giving you something, but you are then not giving back of that thing that you know you have just been taking and taking and taking and taking. And that's completely imbalanced. So it's not even I'm really not one to, because I'm like, I'm not wishing you bad luck, and I'm not saying you suck. Neither of those things. I'm gonna keep wishing you good luck. I'm gonna keep on being like, yeah, holy do your thing, pop it, blah, blah, blah. But the decision that I've made is that I will no longer give what I'm not given back to these same people that I personally feel in my shoes would do what? Would give support. Does that make sense? These people that I feel would give support. Yeah. So I am no longer doing this, and I'm essentially adopting the same behavior as they are. I will maintain the follower, I will maintain the followership, but I will not engage ever. And this is actually a bit of an experiment. I just want to see what happens, shifting the way things are, and I want to see what happens after that. And it's very likely that I might just unfollow, because for me, there's just no point in maintaining relationships that feel like a waste of time. No hard feelings. I just don't need to follow you on social media. So this is kind of what I wanted to speak about today in relation to balanced relationships, being supportive, and social media. Being the person who makes other people feel great is wonderful, and it's not something that you should ever seek to lose, even if people aren't giving it to you. You do, however, deserve to maintain a sense of internal balance in relation to the world. And if you feel like shit is just nah. So yeah. Channeling positivity, keeping support, and keeping watchful.